Hello everyone, welcome to This Day. It is Tuesday, October 19th, and we have one meeting to tell you about today, and that'll follow our morning broadcast of This Day, and that'll be at 9:30 this morning, and that is the third board meeting. It is via the boardroom or virtually or televised right here on Village Television, and if you want to follow along virtually, you would go to lagunawoodsvillage.com/meetings. Now on our show today, we have Jeff Parker, who is here to give us a Laguna Woods update. He's got a few things to let us know about that are happening right here in the village. And then we go to Raya's Paradise, which is a senior living that is fairly new, and that'll be coming up here a little bit later in our program. All right, let's take a look at our weather. Woke up to beautiful sunny skies, and it is feeling very fallish outside. So we've got temperatures today, highs in the 70s, 52 overnight. Wednesday, 73, 52. Thursday, warm up a little bit, 77, 54. Stay pleasant on Friday, 74, 56. And then possibly, well, it will be mostly cloudy with a little bit of rain possible. We'll keep an eye on that. 70, 54 for Saturday. Our sunrise this morning was at 6:59, and our sunset will be at 6:12. And thank you, Alan, for sending in this photo of the moon. Nice capture on that with the trees, feeling a little Halloweenish there. Love it. If you have a photo you'd like to share with our community, please email it to lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com and make sure it is a high resolution and your own photo. All right, when we come back, we will have Jeff Parker, so stick around.
2 in 3 Alzheimer's disease patients are women. If you or your loved ones are experiencing symptoms of memory loss or confusion, call our clinic today to schedule a free screening. At Tilda Research, you will work with distinguished physicians and researchers like Dr. Ken Deck, who has served the Orange County community for over 40 years. We offer patient stipends and free transportation. Call and schedule your free screening now.
What's easier than blowing out 65 candles? Choosing an Alignment Medicare health plan that's tailored specifically to you. Need access to 24/7 telehealth and concierge services? You got it. Members also receive an Alignment Health Plan Black Card with a monthly allowance and rewards for engaging with your health. At Alignment Health Plan, we don't think of these things as extras, just things you deserve. Save your wish for something that isn't healthcare related. Call or visit our website today to enroll in an Alignment Health Plan.
We're going to spend some time today just talking about different aspects of the pandemic.
One of our goals is to go into the medical community for people that are in crisis.
Welcome back. As I mentioned, we have Jeff Parker here. Well, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. It's good to see you again.
You too. You too. And of course, there's lots of activities. I just got that village breeze not too long ago, so everyone should know most of the things that you're going to be telling us about. But
yeah, just kind of a reminder and talk about a few things. So we jump off on COVID real quick. Good news, again, the hospitalizations and the ICUs are trending downward really well. 175 hospitalizations and 34 ICUs. We were up at about 250 at the beginning of the month. ICUs were in the 65 range at the beginning of the month, so those have both dropped down pretty well, and that's a great trend, not only in Orange County, but they're starting to see that throughout the state of California, so that's real positive. Now, the cases up there, you see 666, but that is accumulation over the whole weekend. That's not just one day. So think of that as probably 3 days in all reality when you calculate that out. Unfortunately, 10 more people have passed away, and that, we're up at over 5,500 people since the beginning of COVID, passing away. So it's still big numbers, and I think California recorded the highest number in the United States with regards to since COVID started, with regards to fatalities. But the most important thing that I wanted to report is we're moving in the right direction with regards to hospitalizations and ICUs, so that's good news.
Yeah, well, good. Yeah, I mean, that's always been positive so far, last few weeks or so. Yeah,
relative to the village, I just want to mention we did have a little uptick in the month. We went up 12 cases. We're at now 537 cases in total. Still very low number in relative terms, and one other fatality. So we're at 55 now from 54.
Okay.
So that's just a one blip there, unfortunately. And the 12 cases is for this period of about a month is we saw a trend kind of going uptick, and now it's again starting to keep at a very moderate pace or starting to go down. So that's good.
Right. When we've talked about this before, is that there's a little bit of a roller coaster ride depending on sort of how many gatherings you have and how many people are inside, weather. And there's so many different factors, but fortunately we are outside enough to really be able to not worry so much about being indoors. So that's a good thing for now.
And great
Keep
weather.
Keep up that great weather.
And that great weather you mentioned.
That's right. All right, well, a lot of activities happening coming up here. Of course, we've got our big shakeout.
Yeah, so the first one I wanted to mention is Thursday, October 21st at 10:21, which is the time frame where we're doing the California Shakeout drill. And so you can go on the website, the California website. It's great California Stakeout websites, and it's www.shakeout.org/California. And that will provide information about the shakeout and what you should do, how you should prep. We're working with our security department and our disaster task force to encourage people to go on the website, learn about this, be aware of what you should be prepped for when and if we have an earthquake that we need to address from not a small shaker, but if we get into a big earthquake, how we're going to handle that, how we're going to be prepped using our security department and the task force, how they've gotten their team captains together and all the groups and the people that are at the building captains and all of those activities and individuals working together to make sure that if something happens here in the village, we're better prepared.
Yes, and we actually had Carlos here not too long ago when he was telling us about the team captains and that they're actually recruiting team captains. So that would be a great time is right after that, and realize that help is needed, especially for folks who maybe are homebound and can't move around very much, because how can you prepare for something like that unless you have some help? So that would be a good thing to do. All right, excellent.
The other thing I wanted to mention, we have two things. The tennis courts are being resurfaced, and I just wanted to mention that again. We mentioned last week. Courts 6 and 7 this week are being resurfaced, so that should get completed by Saturday. And so that, again, just to improve and enhance our facilities out there and keep them in good shape. Something that we do on a regular basis, but just so people are aware of it if they happen to go out there and see it. We want them to be aware that, hey, this is an operation that we've been doing and will continue to do.
Right. Well, also, once you get on those newly resurfaced, the ball's going to stick. and your feet are going to move it all because there's no sliding at all with those new services, which is good, bad, right?
you just don't want to be out there when we're actually doing the work.
Do not go out there while they're doing the work. That's right. What day was that again?
It's through Monday, started Monday, and we'll be done by Saturday.
Oh, okay, great. All right, perfect, good. And you guys have got some other stuff going on.
Yes, yesterday we had what we call a client services meeting, which we meet with presidents, vice presidents, some other board members on specifically an update on special projects. And so we gave them an update about our M&C department and how we're kind of setting a new reorganization of that, and Manuel Gomez is working on that. So it kind of gave them a highlight overview of how that's moving forward. Talked about our recruitment for, we're out recruiting for another director for general services.
Okay.
And so that's in the works. But the most important part of the meeting was to get our first kind of big update from Chris Macon, city manager from Laguna Woods, about the issuance of a new contract for waste management. They have issued a new franchise agreement, is what it's called, multi-year franchise agreement with a company called CR&R, and they will be starting to be our trash collector and picking up that in January.
Okay.
So we're going to be transitioning from a company called Waste Management now does it to CR&R. So there's going to be a lot of information coming out in the next 2 months with regards to this operation, what it's going to entail. One of the big reasons for the change and some of the increased costs, unfortunately, that's coming at us is because of a piece of legislation called SB 1383. And what 1383 was a requirement now under the state of California that cities throughout the state take organic waste, which is food waste, and grass clippings, those type of thing. That's all organic, and reduce that from the landfills. Take it away from the landfills, address it a different way through digesters and mulching and stuff like that, so that there's a 75% reduction of that going into the landfills by 2025.
Wow.
And the reason for that is that organic waste, when it goes into landfills, creates methane gas. And methane gas is one of the biggest contributors to global warming and the impact in the atmosphere.
Gotcha.
So they want to reduce that by taking it into a digesting or mulching system, which would eliminate that gases going into the atmosphere.
That's interesting.
So it's a global, it's a statewide impact, but it has a big cost associated with it, and so the implementation will be over a period of time. It won't be, they won't get hit in 1 year with the price increase. It's going to be folded into a multi-year approach. And the cities worked very hard, and they issued their franchise agreement Thursday night. And I wanted to get a preview. A lot of information coming down the road. We'll be working with the city and our media and communication staff to make sure that everybody understands what this means.
Yeah. Well, it is interesting because waste management has been around for a long, long time, and then you've got another company that is doing something else. So I would assume waste management will be on their way to do the same kind of thing, right?
They're going to be doing it in different cities. It's just not here in Laguna Woods. Those contracts come up and they get renewed, and they do a bid for trying to get the lowest price and the best service.
Yeah.
So in this case, CR&R is the company of the future.
No, I like that concept. It's great. I mean, you've got people in other states that do mulching anyway.
Exactly.
I mean, they do it themselves, the decomposting, all but and then they put it out in their yard. It's just not something we've been used to doing here.
And we're going to be looking and working with the city to address our own landscaping mulching system. Is this something that in the future we could cooperate with that? Versus what this operation is going to require is a new bin out there for people to put food waste in.
Yeah.
So we're working, they've already done a tour, they've looked at the bins and the scenarios that we have in the village. And so it's going to be complicated, it's going to be a lot of work to get it done. And like I said, we'll be getting more and more information out to everybody on this in the future.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you very much.
You're right.
And we'll be right back after this.
Someone to clean your house is a big decision. After all, they'll be inside your house and touching virtually everything you own. Sadly, though, not all cleaning professionals are actually real pros. Like this person you found online who uses the same sponge in the kitchen they use in the bathroom. If you're looking for a local family-owned business with amazing customer service, contact MaidPro for a free estimate. MaidPro, when you're ready for a real pro.
Welcome back. Well, today I am joined by MOTI, and we have Monica here from RAYA'S Paradise. Well, welcome both of you to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So before we jump into what RAYA'S Paradise is, it sounds lovely by the name alone. Let's talk a little bit about who you guys are and how you got to this position here with RAYA'S Paradise. We'll start with you, MOTI.
My name is MOTI GAMBURD. I am the Chief Executive Officer for RAYA'S Paradise Residential Care Communities, and we have been in business since 1991. Oh. RAYA'S Paradise, the name is, Raya is my mother. Oh. She's a registered nurse, and she started this because she was a geriatric nurse, and then so we came from Israel, and then she came here and she needed to do something, so she was a caregiver.
Okay.
And then she said, you know what, if I can't take care of one lady or one gentleman, I can take care of multiple. And it started like a little home in West Hollywood back in 1991. Actually, May 1st of this year we celebrated 30 years.
Oh, wow.
And then, I stepped into the picture after college and growing the company, trying to make a difference.
Okay,
Yep.
Awesome. That's lovely that you have you honor your mom. That's great.
Yep.
And how about you?
So Monica Westfall, I'm the Chief Operating Officer for RAYA'S Paradise. I started as a social worker in this career back in 1993. Basically worked as a social worker inside of nursing homes, in assisted living, specializing in memory care. Met MOTI in 2010, and he expressed wanting to expand his business and would I be interested in joining, and of course I said yes. And we founded the community in San Clemente, and it's been a project underway for quite some time. But I handle all the operations and pretty much deal with all of our residents, families, associates.
Wow.
And so happy to be part of RAYA'S Paradise.
Yeah, now it is a lovely, excuse me, we've taken a look at some of the pictures and it's really a beautiful, first of all, a beautiful location.
Yes.
How did you
Yes.
snag that location?
You'll be surprised. So I actually did not know when I approached her and I said, listen, I want to open a large scale facility, larger scale than what I have in Los Angeles. But I don't know where. So she said, I think Orange County would be good. So I reached out to multiple brokers and they sent me a list. And I said, go ahead, take a look and tell us what you like. Well, I know nothing about Orange County. I grew up in Los Angeles. And I went to 1, 2, 3, and I called her, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? Because she opened multiple facilities before she joined me.
Okay.
So and then this one comes up in San Clemente. And I said, look, looks pretty good, but it's quite weird that it's been vacant for 40 plus years. So she says, this is the place. Now, sometimes it's good not to know. And I did not know that I have to go through Coastal Commission. Well.
Yeah, that's a tough one, isn't
Yes.
it?
Oh,
they
boy.
are tough. They really
They
are.
are beyond tough. I did not even understand what I'm going to deal with.
Right.
But, and that's what took us 7 years. We're on the 7th year now. Wow. And we're still not done. But it's going to be beautiful.
Well, what is your expected opening date? Do you have an idea?
We were supposed to open November 1st.
Okay.
There's one problem. Our front door is not here. It's on the boat somewhere.
Oh, it's probably stuck off the coast.
Yes,
because
that's exactly
I
what
was
it is.
walking yesterday and I saw
44
7 ships out there.
44 ships.
There's 44 of them?
Well, they're just docked far away, but there's 44.
Man.
So my door is somewhere
So his
over
door
there.
is somewhere there. Oh my gosh, isn't
So
that
I don't know
crazy?
when we're going to open, but
As
hopefully
soon as you
sooner
get
than
your
later.
front door,
As soon as I get the front door,
will
I
be
promise
open.
you'll know.
I
Yeah.
love it. Oh my gosh. All right, well, let's talk about RAYA'S Paradise. I mean, the name alone obviously is a tribute to your mom, and I think that's awesome. And the fact that you do have coastal views, it's just amazing. Tell me how many rooms and exactly what it is you guys will feature.
Go ahead, Monica.
So we'll have 40 rooms total in the community. 20 of the beds, so there's 10 rooms in the memory side, and they're all double occupancy. And then there'll be 30 on the assisted living side. And we'll offer everything from like somewhat independent living all through total care, so end-of-life care.
Okay.
It's the unique part of RAYA'S Paradise is what we do right now. It's a 3-to-1 caregiving ratio, which is not found anywhere. Okay. Licensed nurses, full activity program, driver to drive our residents to and from doctor's appointments.
Okay.
Food is important to our residents, so we have our own chef prepares the meals fresh every day. We follow diets. So our biggest model of care, obviously, is the care ratio.
Right.
And so we're happy to say that, and we stand behind the levels of care that we provide. Most of our residents who come to us will come and say, you know, I really don't need any care right now, because they don't feel that they need it.
Right.
And then they move in and then they quickly realize, I do need help with bathing, I do need help with showering.
Okay.
And so we are fully ready and equipped to be able to handle somebody from beginning through end of life.
Now, is it separated by floors in terms of your rooms?
Yes, so the first floor, when you walk into the community, to the right will be our memory care.
Okay.
It's a secured environment for the residents, and that doesn't mean the residents can't get out. Obviously, they have their walking spaces. Some of the program or activities will incorporate the entire community. And then to the left is assisted living, and then the entire second floor is assisted living.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is great news.
Yeah.
MOTI, tell me, you said that you have a facility in Los Angeles. Where is that located?
We have 7 locations in Los Angeles,
okay.
but they're on a small scale, so they range from anywhere from 6 bed to 11 beds. But we actually, as soon as we're completing this project in San Clemente, we actually have the plans approved for Los Angeles. We have something that we call the campus.
Okay.
I was able to purchase 6 properties, a total of an acre in Hollywood.
Okay.
And we're going to demolish all the houses and build 6 new residences. Every residence will house 12 residents.
Okay.
And we will have very unique amenities, like we'll have a bowling alley, we'll have a beautiful outdoor area, we'll have theaters, indoor, outdoor. So it's going to be something very unique.
Isn't it amazing? I mean, you know, you think about some of the places that we have here in Southern California, and some of them really are not very nice. And then there's others that are really very expensive. So how do you combat the two, you know, from being super expensive or not providing what people need?
Well, providing what people, well, that's what Monica mentioned. We have a 3-to-1 ratio. It's no one that I know in this industry provides this ratio. Plus the nursing team on top of that, plus all the administrative staff and everyone else. But running a business in California is tough and expensive. Yeah. So if you want to provide proper care, you have to charge, because you know it has to come from somewhere.
Exactly.
So I would love to be able to be more competitive in price-wise, but then I'll have to sacrifice on the care, and that's not what I want. I want to be known for being unique in this industry and providing care, making a difference. So when people tell other people, listen, if you want the proper care, RAYA'S will provide. And we're trying also to establish an all-inclusive basis.
Okay.
So we don't nickel and dime you.
Got it.
And we'll see how that works.
Okay.
But that's the idea.
Well, I love that, you know, because you want to, like you said, you want to be able to provide the best care without cutting corners, which is really important to a lot of people who are, you know, handing over their relatives to you. Right. Right.
And budget-wise, you can budget better.
Yeah.
I know places, they'll start you really, really, really low to make it to sound very attractive. But you get in there and, oh, this is extra, and that is extra, and that is extra, and every month it fluctuates, so it's hard to budget. So we're just trying to make it easier on the family and responsible parties and the residents as well.
Excellent. All right, well, in closing, let's talk about your Inc. 500 award.
I know, right? It's you know, it's funny you mentioned your award. I said, which award? We have so many awards. So yeah, they did a survey, and we were supposed to submit a lot of documents, financials, and then they have a committee that has to kind of, I mean, it's coming from the entire United States. And when we submitted this, I totally forgot about it. And then I got an email saying, congratulations. I said, congratulations. Oh, no, they want to sell me something. And I said, no, this is real stuff. And we got it. And we ranked 3,667. So they have the Inc. 5,000.
Okay.
We're trying to get now into the Inc. 500.
Oh, this is the Inc. 5,000.
5,000,
ah,
yeah. So now we're working, hopefully, to get the Inc. 500.
Oh, that's great.
Which is obviously, it's tenfold, so it's much more competitive.
Exactly, exactly. Well, congratulations to you, and thank you both for the information.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And we'll be right back after this.
Introducing RAYA'S Paradise San Clemente. Boasting a total of 50 luxurious apartments, RAYA'S Paradise is complete with a multitude of amenities, including a rooftop lounge, restaurant, fitness studio, outdoor courtyards, and beauty salon. Embrace the San Clemente lifestyle with stunning ocean views and the look and feel of a high-end resort. Our doors will be opening soon. Visit us online or call for more information. RAYA'S Paradise, a tradition of quality care.
Welcome back. Just a few announcements. There's a few presentations that are going to be coming up here from different boards. We have the United Insurance presentation, and that will take place right here on Village Television Live, October 27th at 11 a.m. And they will have replays on October 28th and October 31st. Then we have the United GRF Delegates, and that'll be October 28th at 3 p.m. And then the GRF Meet the Candidates, October 29th at 9:30 a.m. And you can see those 3 dates, October 27th, October 28th, and October 29th, right here on Village Television. Also, Robert's Rules is back, and they have club meetings. And of course, you can review, get caught up on your Robert's Rules, or you're going to learn all about Robert's Rules if you have a new position with a board. That'll be on Thursday, October 28th at 7 p.m. in the Towers Key Club. Masks are required. And if you don't have a mask, you can, or you don't want to wear a mask, you can request a Zoom link from blindmice_3 at yahoo.com. All right, let's take a look at our weather. It is looking quite lovely out, very fallish today. We are looking at the highs in the 70s with an overnight of 52. Tomorrow, 73, 52, a little warmer on Thursday, 77, 54. Nice on Friday, 74, 56, and then Saturday, potential rain, 70, 54. Have a great day in the Village. You can rewatch our program at 12:30 and 5, or you could always catch us on our YouTube channel, Village Television. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Primary care is our first interaction with the healthcare system, but most people don't visit their physicians due to long lines, waiting periods, and moving from lab to lab. At Cure Medical, we bring healthcare straight to your doorstep. Our modern, upscale mobile clinics provide services such as prevention and wellness plans, annual exams, lab work, blood tests, and more. Give us a call today to learn more and schedule your next appointment. Cure Medical, close to home, far from ordinary.
Hi, my name is Rob Miller, and I'm a 60-year-old four-time cancer survivor. I also compete in CrossFit and have been for a number of years at the international level. I've been using Super Immunity for quite some time. This is truly what aids in my recovery and really keeps me walking every day.
Visit getimmunity.com for a buy one, get one limited time offer on your first purchase of Variety Pack or Traveler Pack of Super Immunity. You may also visit these fine retailers and ask for Super Immunity.
I would like my patient to have a very positive experience. One that they feel comfortable, they feel it's a safe environment. For me, I feel a personal relationship is the most important, more than the actual dentistry itself. I can earn their trust and they can feel comfortable, and it allows me to do my job the best. And that means a lot to me.